Hello and welcome. I am... That is the wrong button. I am... Oh, forget it. You know who I am. And my thumbstick drift is back in full action as well. Yes, Dark Souls 3, more of this game. We have an undead bone shard in our possession that we should burn. Among a handful of items that I should also be reading. I'm just not really in the mood to read through these item descriptions at the moment. Interesting, it seems like pressing the right bumper stops the... well, in the menu it does at least. It's almost as if it's gotten worse overnight. Goodness. Well, it usually gets better once you start playing for some time. Anyway, let's go burn our bone shard. Look at this, maximum kindled flame. And the flame has travelled up all the way the coiled sword hilt. Goodness, that is going to be very annoying though. It seems fine when you're doing something, but the moment you're standing still. And it's fine if I keep my finger resting on the right thumbstick, that is. Affected by the phantom drift. Time to replace the controller, I guess. I don't really want to swap back over onto the Xbox 360 one though, because the button inputs are just so annoying to deal with. In any case, we'll suffer through it. Oh, I can't even really sprint. Hang on, I need to make sure this is turned on so that when I'm sprinting... Oh, it's fine for now. Yes, I can forcibly reset the Y-axis as well. Right, anyway, back to the Grand Archives. We might well end up going up against Lothric and Lorien in this episode. There's not a whole lot left in the archives. Seeing it, I pretty much burnt through most of them in the last episode. Oh, that's really annoying. Look, I'm not doing anything at all. It's only just phantom drift. Maybe I should be using big picture mode and get the virtual controller configuration going to increase the dead zone settings, but... in any case... Covenant can stay as it is, although I still have my password set, which I don't need here. Contraption does not move. Of course it doesn't. I don't have this elevator yet. I'm being stupid. We need to go for the bookshelf and then go... Well, it should be pretty much toward the top. We've got Greywood's ashes, all of that is cleared. Oh, that was just marvelous. Right, up this elevator we go and then we'll see. And to see that to get this controller replaced though. Thumbnail's drift is... Why do I keep saying thumbnail? Thumbstick drift is literally unplayable. It completely eliminates some of the key features, like being able to sprint properly in most areas of the game. Let's do it the crafty way. Okay, well, didn't manage to move there. There we go. Oh, seems like being covered in this wax also prevents the... Okay, no it doesn't. The curse hands. Why am I covered in so much white stuff now? Spooky hands. Spooky thief hands. No, you can block it easily enough. Or not. Suppose it just has to be dodged then. Oh, hello. Actually able to attack me here. Yes, you are. Well, I'll just leave you alone, right? I want to need my resources for other things anyway. Namely, what we're about to run into this way. Right, this is going to be an interesting one to deal with. We've got 3 NPCs in a triple team. I was gonna say, don't have like an upgraded bag or anything for backstabbing, do I? Well, of course I don't. Why would I? Not 100% sure how I'm going to approach this situation. If we could line at Albert in the center of his great axe and shield as we saw him at the start of the game. On the left is a Black Hand Kamui with his great bow and dual-wield swords. And all the way in the back is Kriemhild, whom we've encountered as an invader before. And they're all aggro together as well, so you can't load them one by one. Well, let's just see how it goes. There's a lot of area here where we can juke them. Rings are looking fine. I do have exploding bolts, which I should make good use of. Kind of a waste to go buffing my sword already though. Shouldn't be using the fire enchant anyway. Well, at least the rift isn't affecting my aim. Wait, did I only pull him just now? I did only pull him just now. Impressive. Okay, now Albert is joining as well. Come on. Oh. I was trying to heal. And for some reason I started walking forward. That was dumb of me. That's a good spot though. Kriemhild didn't get in the way. More salty about this one. I died very stupidly there. Oh well. I was kind of just fishing for backstab the entire time, but it seemed to be a bad idea to begin with. Oh well, take two. At least this time we only have Albert and Crimhill to worry about. Let's see if we can pull them one at a time again. Very nice. Just going to get straight through. Was also like it's not in that corner as well. Yes, of course they are. Right, Albert. You're my next target. A weird kind of delay when it comes to aggroing. Oh, good too. Where's your poise gone? Wait, what? Oh, I guess it did guard break me, fair enough. Alright, stop spamming that Crimhill. And now you have no healing left. Right, now it's only Crimhill. And that's the last of you done. Sage's crystal staff and the golden wing-crest shield. This is definitely not an illusory ball. And of course Kamui's great bow is lying on the stairs there as well. Oh, not great bow, but his swords. Onikiri and Dubadachi, I believe. Yes. And the final frontier, so to speak. It's an interesting statue. It's covered in wax as well. Praying toward. The statue looks much like a king, and perhaps it's supposed to depict Osiris prior to becoming what he, well, became. This thing looks almost eldritch though. Yeah, it's a primordial serpent. It could be Lothric, though the features look a bit aged. Might make the statues damaged. Don't know. Looking at the description of the soul stream magic for a moment. There you are. Souls were imparted by the first of the scholars when Lothric and the Ground Anchors were but young. The first of the scholars doubted the linking of the fire and was alleged to be a private mentor to the royal prince. Don't believe the game ever attributes any kind of a name to this first scholar, but perhaps that's him being depicted on one of the statues. If he was a private mentor to Lothric himself, he'd have to be a fairly major figure. Anyway, now I've got the proper shortcut back. But still quite a bit to go with the Grand Archives. At least the next major bit will be easily cheesed with the use of report again. Always a pleasure. Might want to go spend my souls as well. Do I have a soul pickup? I have exactly one. It's enough for level up. Oh, we are kind of at that point in the game where picking the levels we choose is a more difficult process. Especially since I didn't really plan it through for the end game like that. We've got 30 vigor and 25 endurance and 20 vitality. Can't forget these 3 are being boosted by the ring. Dexterity is at 32. Since Dexter gives me 3 as well. I should really replace the Dexter already, shouldn't I? It's not going to be that useful anymore outside of PvP. It gives me virtually nothing here. Instead, what could come in handy though is the ring that boosts my physical defense again. Ring of Steel Protection, that's the one. Oh yeah, actually. Now that I think about it.
Ah.
Instead of leveling up, here we have Faram Boot. And of course, you should also have, here we are, no, it's the Assassin one. And then the Black Hand one, which is kind of an upgraded version of the Assassin armor. Yeah, might as well spend my remaining swords on other equipment pieces here, so I get to buy those as well already. Not quite enough for the Faram armor, but well. It has to be done eventually, doesn't it? But yeah, we're at the part where I can finally complete my equipment setup, which is definitely more fashion sold than it is practical. Yeah, the Black Hand armor. A tie of hunters are known as the King's Black Hands. A black cape covers leather armor shrouding the wearer in darkness. Black Hand was a title established to honor hunters who served successive generations of kings. To date, no more than 3 such individuals have borne this distinction. Yeah, that became Mui, Gotthard, and the mysterious third unnamed Black Hand. Now this is some really far-fetched lore theorizing here, but what if we are the third Black Hand? I know this sounds very stupid at first, and it probably is very stupid, but nonetheless, just think, we've got the undead and we've got the unkindled, right? I mean, I've been using the term pretty interchangeably, and I'm not exactly sure what the distinction is myself either, but at least we know that the unkindled are like a special case of undead. And so far, all of the proper unkindled NPCs we've met throughout the game have specific ties to each of the Lords of Cinder. There was Hawkwood the Deserter, who was tied to the Abyss Watchers. We had Anri of Astora and Horus that were tied to Aldrich, and the Sigurd who was tied to Yorm, all resurrected to bring the Lords back to the thrones. Of course, Ladlev, who never left his throne to begin with. And then only leaves Lothric himself, who doesn't appear to have anyone at all tied to him. Aside from us, perhaps. Or maybe just a stupid thought, really, but Leonhard as well up on the throne there. He really seems to like leaning against Lothric's throne up here. I don't suppose that means anything, but his outfit is similar to that of what the Black Hand use, a similar combat style as well. Could he have been part of the Black Hand? Or going back to what I originally theorized, could it be that the third member of the Black Hand was the one we found dead outside of the Grand Archives? That wore the Gotthard twin blades and the key? Well, who knows? Anyway, Faram boots. And here we are. Oh yeah, I have the ring on, don't I? How do I actually look? Like, it is trash in terms of defense. Let's not pretend otherwise. But here we are. This is the getup I have aspired. Aside from the dark mask. To be fair, the original setup when I came up with this fashion sword setup did use the teeth mask and different weapons and shields. So it's a bit of a new addition, but it still looks interesting. I like the Drakeblood gauntlets of that as well, because they go well with the little metal patch on the Black Hand armor. I was kind of split between Faram gauntlets, Faram boots, and using the Alva leggings, because they also have nice metal patches on them. But I ultimately decided for the Faram boots. Nonetheless, I have the Alva leggings in here somewhere, if you can find them. So we can have a look at least. Here they are, Alva leggings. They're also kind of part leathery, and the boots have these metal kneecaps on them. Just don't really like the weird leathery stuff on the ties as much. I'm pretty sure the Faram boots look better, and they also have better defenses anyway, so yes, here we go. That's pretty much going to be our equipment for the rest of the game. And with that, we go back to the Grand Archives. Guess we won't make it to Lothric's boss fight anymore in this episode. As the remainder of it is pretty much going to go into dealing with the Winged Knight. Still can't believe it died so easily to the... I'll bet. You were the first lad ever summoned in this playthrough as well. And then just club on my head in like that. And here we are. In the Grand Tower. Also, hey, the stick drift is kind of not bothering me at the moment. It's nice. Oh yes, it's very nice. I approve. Right, we want to go into the back toward the tower. And then all hell is going to break loose momentarily. Should be fine with my report ability. I'm just going to sneakily take these souls here. And yes, here they are. I'm just going to be reporting them, to be honest. Not even going to bother fighting them properly, because they are very susceptible to report. They will come jumping down as soon as I approach the archway at 3 different locations. Just report the first one, then get to the second one, report that one as well, make them fight each other basically. Well, I cannot report the other one, but lure the other one to make them fight each other. Okay, they're coming. Go, 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 fight club. I think my guys are winning. No, I think my guy lost. You two fight it out. Well, don't. I'm going to wait a moment for his report to expire and reapply it. I'll get you to come over here and actually is he stuck? I think he's stuck. I think he finally made it over. No, it's just painfully stuck apparently. Damn, those divine pillars of light put in work. And that's him finished off. At least that's the last one. And you're made friendly as well. Untitled lab, for getting all 3 of them done. I totally did that myself, with the sweat of my brow. Anyway, there's one of the PvP arenas as well, isn't it? There's a gargoyle out here from what I remember. Well, treasure head, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's a gargoyle as well. Found Lester's shard. There we go. No, there isn't a gargoyle. These guys make for easy soul farming, don't they? Look at that, 41k already. Just keep reporting them over and over again and have a lot of souls very quickly. Not going to go in here yet. Look at all the butterflies around here. They're all swirling around the Lufix chambers. Waiting for that which has been set in motion to arrive at its inevitable conclusion. Be wary of up. Yeah, I'm not sure what this little hidey hole is supposed to be for. You know, we can climb up here though, and there's an item up there. I think it's the last one of the skill rings, the hunter one. Try plunging. Oh, is this where the knights are standing before they jump down? I suppose it could be. Anyway, this is a pretty badass spot. Something bothers me a little bit about that triangular roof. Don't know what it is, but it just looks so different from the rest of the architecture. And right, and back in here we go, because we have one more thing to do. That'll be down here. Can you reach me from here? I don't think you can. So we're in a cage now, well above the remainder of the Grand Archives. And here she is. And Gertrude, the heavenly daughter, or whatever's left of her. Imprisoned in the cell atop the Grand Archives, as it said. Right, we need to be a little bit careful here. Want to be careful here because I do not wish to get knocked off arbitrarily. Yeah. Another blessed gem. I'm not sure how valuable that is at this point in the game. Looks positively terrifying though. Imagine slipping off the wrong point here. That wouldn't end particularly well. Anyway, from here we can access a secret floor of the archives as well. Pretty sure there's gonna be another knight or something here. Yeah, there is, but he can't reach us. These are both safe chests. Don't remember what's in here, but I remember it being something very nice. Well, Twinkling Titanite is nice, and the Divine Blessing. Little died soda edition loot, but it's nice nonetheless. And with that we can pretty much just going to wait a bit for my curse persistence to my curse build up to go down. That crystal lizard isn't gonna escape me yet another time. Gotcha this time. A refined gem as well. Interesting. Well, we can go back to Filing Shrine from here. Not that it'll trouble us either, because of course we have the Cold Sword Fragment. Need about 10k to level up. Should be easily done with the souls in my inventory now. Means I can also very easily farm souls for this wing at night. Yeah, we can definitely level up. 20k even.
Welcome. Very then taken.
I will get another point on dexterity for now. Get that to 40 already.
Farewell, Ashmate.
And with the rest of my souls, I shall buy some more pieces of armor from you. Just going to buy the items that are limited. Yeah, like that. And I guess I'll spend the rest on some more great arrows.
Ashen one.
Right, and here we go, the final upgrade to our Estus flask.
Just one.
11 to 4. I mean, with co-op in mind, 11-4 would be nice, but I think 12-3 would be fine too, but then I would only have one replacement in co-op. I don't want to stack with one replacement. I do tend to use my focus bar rather extensively, and not always properly. But either way, I'll see you in the next episode.